Well, yes, Smriti, we're live from Mombasa Hospital, and just outside here behind me, I can see 3 fire engines that are currently trying to put off the fire that I'm told that began at around 8:30. That is roughly almost like an hour ago, and as you can see, the different security officials here, the first aid personnel, and of course other rescuers who've joined this mission to try and do whatever they can possible to put off the fire, and of course also rescue those people who are in the hospital. I'm told that reports that we're receiving is that the fire broke out from one of the facilities that is normally used to treat newborns, and it spread out very quickly, and the county government of Mombasa dispatched the first team as soon as the fire broke out to try and evacuate those who were at the hospital at that particular time, and the process of evacuation is still going on at this time. I've seen also ambulances from different agencies here in Mombasa. I've seen the Kenya Red Cross, I've seen an ambulance from the Kenya Ports Authority, and of course also they've dispatched various personnel to be part of this exercise. As of now, Smriti, I'm sure that you can see some blaze of fire just above that roof over there, and I'm sure that it's becoming somehow difficult also for the personnel to get to that particular point or that position, and I'm seeing that they're trying to take strategic positions to at least put off that fire. I'm also seeing some other people rushing here with some other equipment to try and at least help those who are at the facility when the fire broke out to be relocated and evacuated to other hospitals nearby, which are the Coast General Hospital, Pandia Hospital, among others. This is a huge facility, and I'm sure by the time the residents, or rather those people who had their loved ones in the hospital, learned about this news when we were on our way here, we've met hundreds of people. They're coming here. There's a huge traffic snarl up trying to build up en route to the hospital, because friends and relatives, as soon as they learned of this news, I'm sure they hear that everyone is trying to rush here to get to know about the whereabouts of their loved ones, but we have not received any information from any official here, not the county government of Mombasa, not who are in charge of this operation, because we're not even sure who has been put, or rather who has been placed to take charge of this operation, because I'm sure right now the main aim is to try and assemble all the resources together, try and have all the equipment from across all government agencies, even from private companies. And as you can see, as I said, there are fire engines, 3 of them from this position that I'm standing right now, and I'm also sure that they've dispatched others on the other side, which we cannot be able to access at this particular time. But what I can see as of now is that the building that I'm just seeing right in front of me is that the fire has already been put off from that building, but there's one that is piling up from the other end, and as I said, I think it's somehow becoming difficult for even the firefighters to access that particular position. I'm seeing some of them trying to add some more pipes or other water hoses to try and access that particular position, because it's already the fire is still really high, and they're trying to get a proper access to climb up and get a strategic position so that they can be able to put off the fire. But as I can see here, I'm seeing some officials from the disaster management. I've seen some officials from the county government of Mombasa. I'm seeing the administration police. I'm also seeing doctors around here, and of course also hundreds and hundreds of residents here in Mombasa who are continuously milling around, and even security officials are having a hard time controlling the huge crowds of people. Everybody's trying to gain access to this facility to at least get a know-how of what is happening. And since we got here, as I said, there's no one who's come out to talk to us. We've tried to make phone calls to officials from the county government of Mombasa, and of course those in charge of this facility, but none of them is speaking to the media at this time, and I presume that is because they've shifted all their focus to putting out this fire and rescuing everybody who was inside the facility when this fire broke out. It broke out from one point of the hospital, and it is spreading very quickly. It is windy, and I believe that is also one of the conditions that is really becoming, or rather making it hard for the firefighters to contain the situation. But I believe that they will employ all the necessary machinery to try and help this situation. We don't know the number of people who are in the facility, Smriti. I'm sure we'll also be trying to get all those numbers. But remember, this is the same hospital that a couple of days ago we saw Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho, who was ill and hospitalized, and it is in this hospital for at least 6 days. But we were informed that he got discharged. But despite that, hundreds of people, of course, also not only from Mombasa County, but from other counties within the coast region, depend on this facility for various medical services. And I believe they are here, and those people who are currently here, they're trying as much as they can, everything possible, and they've put all the measures to make sure that they start their, or rather they focus first this particular operation on where the fire is, and of course try to minimize the numbers of the people, or rather to have as many people as possible evacuated from this area. I have seen the Mombasa County Police Commander, that is regional, I beg your pardon, Regional Police Commander Rashid Yakub. He's here among other senior police bosses coordinating this exercise, and we're still here gathering more information, and I'm sure we will be keeping an eye and looking for officials to speak to try and get details. And of course, of great concern is try and understand how many people were here at the facility when the fire broke out, how many have been evacuated to other facilities in the area. But also another information that we are also gathering is that our colleague was also at this hospital trying to get medical services for her child, but she's safe, and she is currently at another hospital getting the same services. But Smriti, we're here, we're monitoring the situation, and I'm sure we'll be updating our viewers as soon as we get any crucial information or update concerning this incident at the Mombasa Hospital.
And thanks very much for bringing us all that information, all the details that you currently have, but still, of course, we do need more information and more questions answered as to how exactly that fire broke out and how many people have been affected and also rescued. But what we do know at this moment is that that massive fire broke out at the Mombasa Hospital at around 8:30 p.m. this evening. First aid responders are on the ground along with fire engines and firefighters who are trying to put out that big blaze. According to Kevin, the information he got is that the fire broke out from an area used to treat newborn babies, and it has spread very, very fast. 3 fire engines are on the ground, and that is the information we have so far. It does look rather busy, quite chaotic, as various rescue efforts are underway to save and salvage the situation. We have seen some pictures from inside the hospital, and we'll share those with you as soon as we can.